Hello everyone, Candor here. I have a quick little video for you all today. Once again, the great people at Lexivon have sent me another tool to showcase to my viewers. This time around, we have their 35-piece Master Wrench key set. This set contains 3 sets of long arm hex keys and TORX wrenches. Now, if you're anything like me, at some point you will have needed a hex wrench. I have a few of these sets, such as this Cobalt one and this Husky one. Now, both of these have their own specific uses. This one is a pretty decent quality, but just doesn't have enough variety. It's cumbersome to use sometimes, but it is small and compact. The Husky brand one, however, does have more variety, but it's also heavy to carry around at 2 pounds. Also, there's no way to separate the 2 sets. I don't need to always carry all of my wrenches with me when I'm working. Now, this is more of a personal preference on my part. I'll be comparing the Lexivon set to this Husky one, since it most closely resembles the Lexivon set in price and features, with the Husky at the time of this video being $1 more, and is also the main store brand for a nationally known home improvement center. Both sets are long arm, both sets contain ball ends, and both sets have a decent selection of sizes to choose from, and have the same number of wrenches, but they have different size combos. For instance, the Lexivon metric set starts at 1.27 millimeters. Whereas the Husky one starts at 1.5. The Husky has a 7 millimeter, but the Lexivon doesn't. The Husky branded one seems to be cheap. By cheap, I mean the case doesn't thrill me that much for starters. I'm not a big fan of the so-called snap-in type holders. I've had more than my fair share of them eventually get worn, damaged, and then not hold on very well, leading you to lose a wrench here and there. Also, they're also starting to rust. Now, these claim to have a black oxide coating, but it doesn't seem to help very much. I haven't had these but a few years, and I don't use them all that often, and I don't lay them around out in the open. My other set by Cobalt, I've had these a little bit longer, and they're showing no signs of rust. Also, the numbers on the case don't seem to match up very well with the actual wrench. In fact, if you take a look at the 3 millimeter one, it matches up closer to the 4 millimeter wrench than it does the 3 millimeter wrench, meaning you're probably going to end up pulling the wrong wrench from time to time. It's also difficult to read the numbers. Now, here is a photo of 2 3 millimeter wrenches from both sets and the difference in reading the sizes. Which one do you think is easier to read? The Lexivon set not only has SAE and metric sizes, but it also contains 9 of the most commonly used TORX wrenches. From cars to bikes and the like, you never know when you're going to need a torque wrench, and there have been several times in the past where I've needed a torque wrench. And I can tell you that when you need one, you're going to be real happy that you have one. And since more and more things are coming with metric bolts, the ability to have both metric and SAE is a wonderful thing. Almost everything I have and make now uses metric measurements. I just completed 3D printing a new shifting knob for my Mustang, and used 4 millimeter hex head cap screws for decoration. Oh, and the entire set weighs almost exactly the same as the Husky set. So far, the Lexivon hex wrenches seem to be pretty good quality. I didn't have any issue with them not fitting the screws and bolts on my expensive 3D printer, and the ball end didn't seem like it was going to slip out or strip. The coating on these is the same as the ones used on their axes. The magnesium phosphate coating penetrates the metal more and gives it a nice durable and weather-resistant coating. I don't think these are going to rust out anytime soon on me. And as you can see from the earlier picture, the black color makes for a nice background for the printing to be easily read. The holding case, I think, is better, since it fully encloses the entire wrench. The fit is good enough to prevent them from sliding out, but not too tight as to be too difficult to remove when needed. About the only thing I think that could have made the set any better is some type of T-handle attachment. On some of the smaller wrenches below 3mm, there is no printing on the wrenches. Anything less than an ultra-fine laser engraver would make that all but impossible given their size, and probably impossible to read without a microscope, at least with my old tired eyes. Overall, this is a great intro tool set for someone just starting out and needing a decent set of hex wrenches to add to their set without breaking the bank. A good selection of sizes and the addition of TORX heads that should give you years of reliable use. If you're in the market for a set of wrenches like these, then I would recommend this set. It's another good tool at a great price from the people at Lexivon. And as always, I want to thank you, the viewers, for tuning in and subscribing to my channel. Without y'all, I would have no reason to make videos. If you like what you see here, then check the description for where to get these and other tools from Lexivon. And don't forget to show your support by clicking that subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified when I release another video. Thanks for watching, and until next time, have a great day. Bye-bye.